Hello there, Murder Hair, and today I'm doing a top game episode of Battlefield Hardline. If you guys haven't already seen that, yes. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and start off and lay down what I think of this game right away. I think this game is fantastic. It is completely different from any other Battlefield game if you ever played that. Assuming that most of you played Battlefield 4 or at least seen a lot of stuff from Battlefield 4. I'm not sure if you guys have ever played it, but Battlefield 4 had a lot of problems. It took I believe up until, what was it, May or something? Don't judge me on this, I'm not positive. I think it might have been taken up to like May for them to actually fix the game's problems, the major problems in the game after its release, which is pretty ridiculous. But you know what, Battlefield 4 is a really good game now, and but after I've played the Battlefield Hardline Beta, I just wanted to say that this game is really just really cool. I think it's still, a lot of people say it doesn't feel like a Battlefield. I honestly think that it feels like a Battlefield mixed with like a Payday. It honestly, like, it looks like a Battlefield game, but when you play it, kind of like the movement and how everything works, it kind of feels like a Payday game, which I really do enjoy the Payday movement. I think Payday and how that game works is really, really cool, and I think that it's like a whole different thing bringing that kind of that side into Battlefield, especially when you can also play as cops and the robbers. That just kind of dumbing them down to cops, criminals, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, so I just think it's a really cool idea. Honestly, when I saw Battlefield Hardline being talked about in E3 2014, I honestly wanted the game not to exist. I saw the game, I saw that it wasn't being made by DICE, and I didn't want anything to do with it. And I saw the beta, and that made me not want anything to do with it even more. Now, after I've actually played the new beta, after they've revised some of the things and actually changed some of the things in the game, this game is really, really fun. It really is. There's a lot of new things in it. I like the way the money system works, where you can like buy attachments for your weapons, buy new weapons. I think that a lot of the weapons do need to be balanced, as it seems that some of the ARs, like the M16A3, they're not, I wouldn't say overpowered. They just have a lot less recoil, or a lot like easier controllable recoil, if that makes sense. Like the M16A3, I think it only has like vertical recoil as the starting weapon for the operator class, which is the medic class. It has like an all-around recoil, an omnidirectional recoil, which is pretty much impossible to control unless you just like spend all your time using that specific weapon and eventually learn that recoil path. Now, the game is very cool as far as like how matches carry out. I think matches are a little bit too short. I think they should make like for heist, for example, the heist game mode, it's pretty simple. The robbers have to go in and break open this vault, which usually takes about 30 seconds, and pretty much grab the bags and they have to deliver 3 bags to 3 different points on the map. The map isn't that big, but it does take a lot of work and teamwork to actually get to those drop points and actually drop off the bags, because you're going to be constantly being killed by the cops that are most likely actually set up at those points, because they can see them as well. They can also see the bag carrier's movement constantly. Now, one thing that I think should be changed about it, I think that the robbers, like, you have tickets in the game, tickets is pretty much just your lives, and cops, I think, only have to kill the robbers 100 times, for them actually to win. I think it shouldn't be bumped up a ton. I think it should be bumped up to maybe like 120 or so. Or what they could do is they could actually just have it every time you drop off a point, every time you drop off a bag, you gain like maybe 10 to 20 lives back, which I think that would change the game a lot more, just because it seems like the matches are really, really short, and you know, it's honestly feels like a little bit of Counter-Strike, just because Counter-Strike matches, unless you're playing competitive, they'll go by pretty fast, and you won't really be paying attention. And I think Battlefield has always been known for have like those like really long combat scenarios, which I think was really cool. But honestly, I really do like this game. I think all of the game modes are pretty well done. The Hotwire game mode is spectacular. I love it. It's pretty much just like Conquest, but the controlling points, the points that you have to actually hold, are vehicles, and you drive them around. You can get people in your vehicles. They can shoot out the windows and do all that stuff. Now, one thing that I do truly love about the game is the radios. I think the radio, like the music that you can listen to in the car, is pretty cool and makes the game really cool. It makes it feel more realistic. as if you were actually like being a robber. Like you'd probably just have music on, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, so that's my point of view of the game. This is a top game episode once again, if you guys didn't already know. And one thing I do think, just to like actually throw out a problem in the game that really does need to be fixed, shotguns most definitely do need to be nerfed. Shotguns are incredibly overpowered. Not as overpowered as like maybe the SAS or something, or the USAS, whatever, I can't remember what it's called, in Battlefield 3, where you could pretty much shoot out a helicopter. It's not that bad, but as far as infantry goes, you can kill somebody with like one shot of the starting shotgun in the Enforcer class at like maybe medium to short range. Short range is a definite yes if you shoot them. Medium range, it's like a one-hit kill. Sometimes it'll be a two-hit kill, but I think that does need to be changed. I think it should be like a two-hit kill from like medium range, just because shotguns, you know, shouldn't be used as assault rifles. Anyways, so thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for listening to me talking about this game. Make sure to go check out the beta on Xbox One, PS4, and PC if you guys have not already. It's really fun. Go give it a shot, see how you like it, and tell me what you think in the comments. And I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.